What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole, this is Dude That's Fucked Up.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
This is not an educational podcast for the billionth reminder time.
Just a little preface to some dumb shit we're going to tell you about today.
Oh, my God. Also, I have a correction this week. So just a reminder that, like, we're not out here fucking getting our facts checked by, like, a professional or anything. Not that this is a big deal, but.
No, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I think we're doing pretty good. But we have had this correction for several weeks. And we just keep forgetting to say it. It's not even that big of a deal. It's just.
Honestly, I already corrected it on TikTok. Right? Yeah, I think
that's where it matters.
Yeah, that's where it matters, honestly. If you're not following us, follow us on TikTok.
I think you even said something in the show notes of the episode. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Well, we skip. I don't know. We haven't gone to it. Should I do it now?
Yeah, just say.
Okay. We in our Olympic, like the dumbest Olympic, whatever that one was.
No, I'm talking about the show notes from that episode.
I said it in there?
I think so.
No. I fully thought. Okay, I know because I read this and I went, oh. I read what the real thing is and I went, oh no, because I fully thought, okay, in the Olympic episode, we talked about how Paris 1900 Olympics were a wild time, which they were. There was like some weird fucking shit going on. What we thought happened was that there was a poodle shaving competition where you like styled a poodle. Okay.
Listen, for all the other things that were going on in that Olympics, in 1900,
not that weird.
It was not out of the realm of possibilities. So,
do I think French people got drunk and were like, yo, we should shave poodles? Absolutely, because they were fucking doing some weird shit. They were just like killing pigeons. They were like, let's go shoot a bunch of pigeons.
They're like, let's have an absinthe drinking contest and that'll be an Olympic sport. Like, you know,
like, let's see who can get the most blacked out. No, but okay, so the poodle shaving thing, fake. That was like a circa 2008 internet hoax that was started by some journalist at like a reputable newspaper, but they were doing like April Fools. It was like an April Fools. I know, bitch, I know.
Y'all know how we feel about April Fools. Is some dumb ass shit.
Fuck off with your pranks. I'll hate you forever.
You know how like it got really popular for brands to do April Fool's jokes?
Oh, yeah.
And like make fake products or like say I don't know.
Sell it, but it's like a weird product, which actually I think that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know, but it got really popular for a while there.
Yeah. I don't like that. Well, anyway, so no one was shaving poodles. Also, it wasn't even just that you shave a poodle. I think the original rumor was like you shave, like you give as many poodles haircuts as possible, and like the person to do the most. Which maybe would have been more of a sign. Better. I know. That would have been more of like a tip off, like a red flag that like, oh, maybe this is fake.
This is fake, yeah.
Instead of just like, here's your poodle, style it. Best, sexiest poodle wins.
Hottest poodle gets the gold.
That poodle's so hot. That's hot.
Oh my God.
I know, yeah.
But can you imagine just a speed shaving competition?
No, of poodle. And like that seems like you could hurt a poodle. Like,
yeah.
Also, where are they sourcing all these poodles from? Are they sustainably sourced? Like, were they bred for the Olympics? That'd be fucked up.
Not at the turn of the century. You know, nothing was up to snuff back then.
Right. Like, honestly, probably a bunch of these dogs aren't even poodles. They just have like wigs on. They're like, we couldn't even find that many poodles.
Just a bunch of fucking merkins on the dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're like, this is a chihuahua. And they're like,
this
no,
is
it's
actual
not.
Pubes from the drain.
These are pool drain pubes. These are shower drain pubes from the public pool down the street.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. So that's our correction. That is our business for this episode for the week is that we have had that correction in the works for many weeks and just kept forgetting to say it.
Yeah,
so,
we finally got to it.
Sorry the poodle shaving wasn't real, guys.
I know. I hope you're not telling people that it was. But
yeah, sorry.
I mean,
Sorry we spread misinformation.
Yeah.
Well, that's any other biz?
I don't think so. No.
All right, cool. Go to the website, DTFUpodcast.com, and check out our Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/DTFUpodcast.
Love it.
Yeah, all right. Well, anything fucked up for you this week?
Yes. Okay. Oh my God. I got my cunt scorpion replaced today.
Oh, that's an IUD in case you're familiar with the jargon.
Yeah. And I've just been dreading it because I had like so much PTSD from the first time when they like measured me into my intestines.
Oh my God.
And so for some reason I always think it's going to hurt like that, which was not a crampy pain. It was like a stabby pain.
Yeah. That was not the way it should.
No.
I mean, it fucking hurts really bad and
it hurts, but it's like a cramping feeling.
Yeah. Like a really sharp cramp. But like you had a perforated uterus.
Yeah. Like they like sliced through. They just like pushed on through to the other side.
We're going through.
And so, okay. So that I had that today. So, that's a mess.
How you feeling? You got your Motrin, you're good?
Yeah. I've been taking Advil, but like, I don't really have a period anymore. So this has been, I'm bleeding a lot. I mean, not like too much, but and so, yeah, that's just been unpleasant. But I was like very worked up about it and just dreading it and just was like, oh my God, like so nervous about it. And it was fine, honestly. Like it felt.
Once you've done it once, like the door's already been opened.
Yeah.
So it's not really as bad as the first time. And also if you're like really anxious about it too, like
that doesn't help.
That doesn't help. Yeah.
No.
So.
Well, I got the like cervix softening medicine that you like insert.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've had that both times and I think it helps like just especially because I haven't had kids. Mm-hmm. So it could be like more painful if you haven't had children yet, obviously, because all that stuff hasn't been
stretched out.
Yeah, hasn't been gently used.
Yeah. Mine's like a catcher's mitt at this point.
Yeah, or horribly used. Yeah, not even gently. Like it's been fully used. But I went in and also I really love – so I've been seeing like the nurse practitioner at this office who's like fucking cool as shit. And she's like pretty young.
Yeah.
And she's very funny. And so today she's like, oh, hey, like, I was just in there a couple of weeks ago and we like ordered my new one. And so she's like, oh, hey, welcome back. Okay, yes, I see. We're like removing your IUD and we're putting in a new one. And I was like, yeah, I'm just here to exchange the one I have. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't really like it anymore. I don't think it's working anymore. And she was like, oh my God, could you imagine? What if you just took this to like Nordstrom and tried to return it? Which Erin and I have been talking about because we want to do an episode next week. So if you're hearing this, please like write to us immediately. But we're going to talk about some of the like worst stuff to ever be returned. Like,
oh my God.
There's Reddit threads where people who work in retail have gotten something returned to them that's just like, how do you not have shame? Like, I
mean,
how do you have the confidence to return something so used?
Just absolutely wild stuff.
Yeah. So that made me think today because I was like, I don't think I could have kept it because it's like a biohazard probably.
What?
But
your IUD?
Yeah.
I have kept all of mine. They're framed right behind me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to see them?
Yeah, let's see them. Oh, I should have asked. God damn it.
I only have two, but.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you just get like the little thingy. And
I should have kept mine. God damn it.
You don't know, until you ask. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of a weird ask.
I assumed. I was like, I probably can't keep this because it's like, but she just, well, she couldn't get it out at first because she couldn't find the strings because they were like long and the speculum had like pushed them to the side. And she's like, funny, I don't see the strings. I'm like, I know they're there.
Yeah.
I felt them yesterday.
They curl up underneath sometimes too.
Yeah. So it took a second. But yeah, it was so funny. Anyway, she was a treat. So this made me think of like, oh yeah, we want to do this episode where I want to know if you've worked in retail or if you yourself have ever returned something that like you were like embarrassed to return because of how used it was or what happened to it. Like, did you like break a bed frame while doing it or something and then you're like, oh, now we have to return this? Or like, did you try and return like a gently used dildo? Or like what's some weird shit?
Yeah, where on earth did you get the audacity to do that?
And have you no shame?
No, there's like we used to work at like a shoe store where people would just bring in their fucking trashed shoes, and it was because of the return policy, like it was like pretty loose. But at the same time, it's like, how would you get the nerve to come into this store with your fucking nasty ass 10-year-old shoes that have stepped in dog shit a million times and have no fucking like tread left on them?
Yeah.
Smell like fucking Fritos, and you're just like, I'd like a new pair, please. These ones aren't
These are
working.
falling apart.
Yeah. It's like
yeah, the normal wear of a shoe. Like, I remember, oh man, this is sweet and gross, but I remember a man coming in who was an older gentleman, and like maybe he just like didn't have the money and knew the return policy and was like, I'm gonna go get me a new pair of shoes.
Absolutely.
He came in and he had what they were called the penny, and they were a man's penny loafer. Very inventive name. And he's like, I'd like to exchange these, please. And I was like, okay. Like, the rule was if we have it in stock, like if it's still something we stock, you can exchange it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And he went and picked out a brand new pair and left with new shoes, and I just threw those in the garbage.
You know what? Like, I could give a fuck. Like,
yeah,
like I don't give a flying fuck about this corporation. Please take them for all they're worth. If you see a good return policy, absolutely do it to death. But also, we live in a society, so
yeah. Also, there is a reality that like your shoes that you paid $50 for 20 years ago, they're not gonna last forever. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, just absolutely wild that people would be like, here.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay.
And I was like, yeah, sure.
Good for him. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Great.
All right. Well, anyway, so send us your email us or go to our website and fill out the form or DM us or whatever. But like, tell us your story of like what you've returned.
Yeah.
Even a plate of food that's like almost like entirely eaten or whatever.
Yeah. If you've returned something crazy or what you've seen returned while working in retail, would love to hear about it.
Or like, did you order a jar of farts from that 90 Day Fiance and when you got it, you were so disappointed you sent it back?
I was told on the website that it would have hints of egg. I'm not getting any egg.
I'm sorry. I was told that she was eating nothing but egg and beans. Why does it smell like onions?
This is not what I paid for.
This is not. I am dissatisfied with this fart jar. Oh my God. All right. Well, do you have anything fucked up this week?
It's like a secondhand thing, and maybe we could cut it out, but I have to get this off my chest because it's one of the wildest things I've ever heard. Okay, so my friend was telling me that she went to one of her old friends invited her over for Christmas dinner. It was like her and like it was like a party of 6 basically. This woman invites them over for Christmas dinner, and it's like a lovely time. And after the dinner, she sends a Venmo request to her for $100, basically like $50 for each like person.
Yeah.
And so my friend came with like her like cousin or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so $50 for both of them. So this woman sent her a Venmo request for $50.
Yeah, she's like, I don't have your cousin's Venmo.
And
you're getting both.
Not only is that an insane thing to do, because like in my mind, the rules of having a dinner party and being a host are you do not charge your guests money.
Unless it's
for the meal.
I mean, unless it's determined ahead of time, that's fine.
Unless it's determined ahead of time, but it was not.
No, yeah. You don't invite someone over for Christmas and be like, oh, I forgot to tell you yesterday, it's $100.
Like, you invite somebody over for dinner and you're hosting them dinner. And that's like, that is the social contract that you are just, you're paying for the meal, basically. Yeah. And that said, as the guest, you are required, or it's not required, but it's like, it's a faux pas to show up empty-handed, because you're acknowledging the fact that your host went to the trouble to make this meal for you. Yeah. So of course, and that was the gist of the entire evening. My friend went over with a couple bottles of wine, and she made a side and brought it over. And so, like, in what fucking world does one expect to be charged for the meal? I was flabbergasted, because not only did this happen, she's still hitting her up for the money like months later. I think my friend thought she was joking and just like kind of ignored it. And then she just like hit her up again, like within the past couple days. And my friend was like, I don't know how to navigate this. This is truly one of the weirdest things I've ever. And it's like one thing, like, yeah, like you split like costs with your friends sometimes, like when you go out to eat, or when you go for drinks, or like go to a concert together, something like that. Somebody pays for the tickets, you pay that person back, Yeah. But like, also, this is like having somebody over for dinner, and not just any dinner, like a holiday dinner, which I don't, unless it was agreed upon beforehand, which it was not. It sounds like the communication was bad, and I just like cannot imagine charging my friends for a meal that I made them. Like, I'm not running a restaurant, so no. What the fuck?
What's she gonna do?
She sent her the money.
Yeah.
But she told her, she's like, hey, like, because she was like texting our group chat about it and was just like, what the fuck is this? And I was incensed on her behalf. I was like, oh no, you got to say something. You cannot let this woman go through that, because it's like fine, in certain contexts to like ask your friends for Venmo your friends for money, but in certain contexts it's not okay. Like this is just one of those circumstances where it's like, you don't do that. I don't know. It was really weird. So
that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You got to nip that in the bud. You got to be like, here's the money. Never do this to me again.
Absolutely not. So I was just like mortified on her behalf. And but she like said something to her, and I guess like she responded like, oh, I didn't realize that would be such a big ask for you, and was like a total butthole about it. And I was like, oh, I think I would end a friendship over this, to be completely honest. Like, I don't know, man.
One never would have started.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I'm sure there's other red flags as to why I would not get along with this person. Like how?
It seems like basic. She's, and also
petty
to add, this woman's well into her 30s and makes adult money. Like,
yeah.
In like six figures, So it's like,
but it has
the fuck not.
Oh my God. But it has the pettiness of a 22-year-old and is like, you make more money than me. Wah, I want $100.
Or just like carried on these like habits of like asking, like splitting all of the expenses with friends, which I understand when you are in your early 20s and everybody has no money, like,
or you're out.
Sense. Or you're out.
Yeah.
But like, you don't carry that over into like like you're into your 30s.
Yeah.
And you're having a dinner party. Like, it is simply not done.
No. And also it's like, if you don't want to take on the expenses of like hosting a dinner party, then
don't
make it
host a dinner party
or make it a potluck
and say that. Yeah.
Or say I'm having it catered. Would everyone be comfortable paying this amount? Like you just have to let everyone know so it's their choice on like whether or not they participate.
And you have to know if you're hosting a dinner party, you are taking on that responsibility of paying and preparing a meal, and you should expect to not have people pay you for it. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, so that has been occupying my headspace all day, and
my God.
I'm not going to name any names. I don't want this getting back to anybody, but I was like, holy fucking shit, you should submit this to like the Am I the Asshole
no,
on Reddit.
They're not.
They're definitely not.
P and I recently got into a situation where we went to a dinner and we were not told. It was a Japanese omakase, which the first part of that is that you get the food that's given to you and you have to eat it all so you're not rude, which I'm like not great about some sushi. Like I'm very a textural eater, and some fish I'm just like not good about. And then the other thing was it was very expensive per person, and we didn't know the cost of it until we were seated at the table in this restaurant. And it was very expensive.
Fuck,
and we were like, and everyone was like, oh, hope it's okay. Hope this is okay.
Oh,
and
my God,
like,
that's so rude.
What do you do? Like, we were like, yeah, it's fine. Meanwhile, Pete and I are both like, oh, my God. It was amazing.
That's when you claim allergy.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. Yeah, I'm not feeling good. I think I have diarrhea. We have to leave. Just like one long run-on sentence.
No, you just like, you can't let people go through life like assuming this is the way you do things, you know?
Yeah.
You have to say something. And so I told my friend, I was like, no, like, I support your decision to like call this woman out.
Of course.
And in your circumstance, it's like, you could say, I don't know what you say, but like, I guess maybe I'd be like, hey, wow, would have been great to have had the heads up about this, you guys. That's not cool. Like, you can't, like, you can't do that.
Yeah, we were like, we did not know that it was, I think we were like, we're going to do it. Like, and I'm sure it's going to be great, but like, we definitely didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit uncomfortable.
That's, good. Good for you.
Yeah. I kind of don't care anymore. Therapy. Man, I tell you, I am so much more empowered all the time to actually say what I'm thinking and feeling. It's great.
Yeah, as you should.
I mean, oh, my God.
Anyway, well, so.
Speaking of strong women.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking powerhouse.
I don't know. Yeah. Speaking of I don't know.
Hardcore bitches.
Hardcore bitches. So a couple of weeks ago, this is like the weirdest segue ever, but a couple of weeks ago, a volcanic rock in Japan called Sessoseki split in two, and many people believe this has caused a demon to escape.
This is like a fucking Marvel plotline. Or like Disney or some superhero demon bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's like we already have enough bullshit going on. We don't need a fucking demon out here bopping around doing God knows what. Like, we're on the verge of World War III. Like, if this is what tips us over the edge, I'm fucking pissed, you know?
Oh, my God.
But yeah, so this happened just a couple weeks ago. It's this like death rock or whatever the fuck it's called. Murder. I don't know what the fuck.
Killing Stone.
I
think is the translation.
Murder rock.
Oh my God. You know what I'm super into right now? Fucking murder rock.
Oh, I love murder rock. It's my favorite genre.
It's like the more prog rock version of death metal. It's just murder rock.
Yeah, it's not like as hard as death metal. It's just
It's a little more like murder rock's like the Broadway version of death metal.
It's like what you would be playing on the background while you were murdering somebody. Like, you know.
What? So like what? Steely Dan or?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's
just
murder rock?
Just like whatever helps you focus, you know?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so basically this rock broke in half. A demon was supposed to be living inside of it, and now it's escaped. And that's what we're talking about today.
Oh, my God.
I love it. We got to talk about it.
We got to. It is current events. It is mythology. It is the demon's a woman.
And she is the moment.
Yeah.
So, according to the local folklore of the area of where this volcanic rock was located, Sessho-seki, I think I'm saying that wrong, or is it Sesso?
No, I think it's Sessho-seki.
Sessho-seki, yeah. It means the killing stone, and it contained the evil spirit of Tamamo no Mai. Mai. Tamamo no Mai. Which is a 9-tailed fox who took the form of a beautiful woman. Of course it's a woman. Of course she's beautiful. Yeah. Of course she's a demon. Like, ugh.
Well, also it's like you're already a 9-tailed fox. That's impressive. And now you're also a beautiful woman. Wow.
Yeah, like good for you.
Good for you. How do you get to do this?
It's giving like Terminator vibes, you know? Like it's giving Laura Flynn Boyle from Men in Black 2. Like that was her character. She like morphed into whatever, you know?
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm trying to think of other like beautiful demon. Because I feel like beautiful women in films are like vampires and stuff, but they don't get gross, you know, a lot of the time. But I like to see a beautiful woman turn into something like really evil and like scary. Is there anything
like Ursula?
Yeah.
It's giving Ursula.
Yeah.
From Little Mermaid.
Yeah. And because there's like an animal connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I love it.
And tentacles and 9-tailed fox, like, you know.
Yeah. 9-tailed fox.
So,
oh my God. P.S. If we ever go to a furry convention, I'm this.
Oh, absolutely.
I am this.
Yeah. So she's evil, apparently, or the spirit is evil. Yeah. And inhabits the form of a beautiful woman to like seduce and do its evil shit. And at one point, she became involved in a plot to overthrow Emperor Toba, who ruled Japan from 1107 to 1123. We'll get to that later. But this demon actually has a history that starts in Chinese folklore. That goes way back to the Edo period of the like Chinese dynasty. And it was in China that it possessed first a concubine named Daji, who was the concubine of the Shang dynasty's last ruler, King Zhu. She enchanted the king and brought on a reign of terror that led to a rebellion that ended the Shang dynasty.
Good for her.
I know. We love to see it.
Oh, we love to see it. Oh, a concubine, you say? Taking over and kicking ass and fucking getting what's hers? Yeah. I'll watch it every time.
Don't know, don't care. No, it was probably terrible and horrible, but listen. I feel like this is, what do you want to know about a fucking witch hunt back in these days? You know, this is like what it was.
Yeah.
Instead of witches, they were like, oh, this woman is possessed by the 9-tailed fox, basically.
Oh, she was possessed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Daji was, the concubine was possessed by the 9-tailed fox.
Oh, okay, yes, that makes sense. I'm thinking of it. Okay, yeah, I don't like that narrative. I feel like then it doesn't have any agency for her. I like I like more of the mythology where it's like she was wronged and then she became this thing. You know what I mean?
That sounds better. I love that.
Like she was like, fuck this. This is messed up. I am not dealing with this anymore. And then she like was like, whoa! and then it's the Ursula moment. Where she gets really big and she's like, I'm gonna cause a whirlpool and y'all are gonna die.
Yeah.
But then she doesn't. But then she dies, and that's the sad part.
She gets stabbed right between the titties.
Oh my God! I think it's in her heart is the idea, but fucking.
They didn't need to make her titties so fucking
huge,
tight in that cartoon.
You know what? Ursula, she was sexy, and I feel like nobody gave her that credit. Well, they are now. I think they are now.
Ursula was modeled after a drag queen. That's why.
I know. Oh my God, a John Waters drag queen.
Divine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I love Ursula's energy.
Well, this is kind of that, but like, I don't know that it takes it. It doesn't matter that it takes away her agency because they were going to persecute this woman anyways because she was a woman.
Yeah, well, that's probably why they said she was possessed by a demon, so they could kill her with less issue.
Exactly, just like they would a witch.
Yeah.
So that was where Tamamo no Mai first shows up in in China. And then the fox spirit fled to Magadha of Tianzhu, which is in ancient India, and became Lady Kao, another concubine to the crown prince Banzoku. And this is based on Indian folklore of this like
a man-eater.
Kind of same jam.
Love that.
But like the story with this is that this concubine caused the prince Banzoku to cut off the heads of 1,000 men. So she was like influencing every man in her. Like,
oh my God.
Like basically. So it's
this
just
is so
very
Khaleesi.
It's just very it's very suspect that this nine-tailed fox only took the form of a beautiful concubine ever, you know?
Well, it's folklore.
It's folklore, and they needed a way to blame a woman.
Yeah.
Without it just being because she was a woman, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then she was defeated again, which means they just killed the concubine, basically. Right. And she fled again, and around 780 BC, the same fox returned to China and was said to have possessed Bao Si, a concubine of the Shu dynasty King Yu. Again, it was chased away by human military forces.
Wow.
A whole ass military. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was like the last anybody had heard of it for a while. Then she comes back in Japan as Tamamo no Mai.
Oh, wow.
And this is how we know and love her today, in the form that she comes back. And she comes back as the most favored courtesan of Emperor Toba. And she was incredibly beautiful, very intelligent. She could just like run circles around everybody, like intelligence wise. Like she was just a bad bitch. But then the emperor gets sick. And everybody's like, oh, it must be his number one concubine that's making him sick.
Rude.
And it's like not even that she's just, poisoning him. It's that she is the nine-tailed fox.
Yeah, it's like oh no, it's like a mental thing. Like she is possessing him to feel ill.
Yeah.
Also, this is like the 1100s.
Yes. At this point, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
She comes back is like the 1100s in Japan.
Yeah.
China.
This is 1100s Japan. Emperor Toba's reign. It's very like, yeah, I don't know. Like, like, does this demon have Munchausen by proxy? Like, what is happening? Like, why is she just like bopping in, taking over a hot lady's body and like a sexy lady's body, and then she's just like making everyone sick? It's very weird.
Or just like telling people to like cut off everybody's head, or like just an agent of chaos, you know?
Yeah. Well, I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. It's just like, if you boil this all down, it's like hot lady makes man sick, kills army, or whatever. It's just like, it's so what? No.
Yeah. Well, so she gets blamed for the emperor being super sick, and she's exposed by the astrologer Abe.
Red flag.
Yeah, Abe no Yasuchika, who had been like called upon to diagnose the emperor. He's an astrologer, not a doctor. First of all. I mean, he's like, okay, so your sun is in Aries and that bitch is a fox. And the emperor's like, yeah, I know, she's hot. And he's like, no.
Yeah,
she's literally a demon fox person. And so he's like, I think it's fine. It's fine. But it's not fine, because eventually she gets hunted down. Yeah. The emperor like finally is just like, no, I've had enough of her. And he's like sends one of his like number one warriors, Miura Nosuke, like goes and hunts her down. Yeah. Because Tamamo Nomai was like, I'm gonna like take over here. Yeah. And he's like, no. I'm gonna kill you.
It's very Snow White, like when the Wicked Queen sends Snow White with the hunter into the woods. You know, it's like
totally.
Finally, the emperor's like, you know what? Actually, just to be safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you. Like, just go for a quick like.
Yeah.
Go out into the woods real quick.
Here's a basket. Go pick some berries.
Yeah, go with my number one warrior. He's totally cool. Not gonna hurt you or leave you for dead.
Totally
Don't worry
fine.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's sad because he did go out and kill her, right?
Yeah, he took her out, killed her out in this this area, this like plains area, I guess. And when he killed her, because she was like an evil spirit, right? She became a demon and hid inside of a rock. Or she already was a demon.
Right. The demon, it's like when you kill the
host body.
The host body. The host body. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. When you kill the host body, it has to quickly find somewhere else to go.
Yeah, it's like Voldemort flying out of what's his name?
Oh, Robert Pattinson?
No.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm not
Professor Quirrell.
Oh, okay.
In the first one, he's like living on the back of his head, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's in the first one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh. That is good.
Yeah. Fuck J.K. Rowling, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, her work's still good.
Yeah.
She sucks,
fucking turf.
Yeah, she sucks.
Yeah, so the spirit, the evil demon goes and is like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And so give me this rock.
It's like the dog commercials from the 90s where it's like, gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. And it's like just from the POV of the dog, and you're looking all around the house.
I'm thinking the bacon strip.
Yeah.
bacon, bacon, bacon.
Maybe
bacon,
it's
bacon.
that. Yeah. I smell bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon,
Bacon, bacon, bacon, bacon, bacon.
And he's like butt skidding his way across the whole living room just to get to the kitchen where the bacon strips are.
Oh my God.
I love that, but it's like from the POV. She's like, fuck. I'm going to die if I don't find a vessel. And she's like sniffing through plants and like regular size rocks and big rocks and little rocks. And she's just like.
Tries out a snake. Nah.
And she's about to go into the guy's nose, but he sneezes and she's like, oh, and then she like goes into
and she's also like, oh man, no.
Yeah, and she's like, ew, gross. Men are disgusting. No.
Dick cheese, no. I can't live like this.
I can't live like this. No, but
I'd rather live in a rock.
Oh my God. She's like, oh, I'd rather live in Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But then the wires got crossed and she's like, The Rock. She just goes into this rock. Oh my God. A voice in her head is like, you could be The Rock. And she's like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And it's all, bitch, no.
No,
I mean
actual rock.
Okay. But this is how, like, as if we didn't already know that this was written by men. Like, this was 1,000,000,000% written by men. And there's, like, no way we'll ever know. But we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All the folklore is, like, so biased. And it's either women are put on a pedestal and they're, like, these perfect creatures, or they're fucking demons.
Yeah, they're responsible for all the evil in the world. But, of course, this is how, if we didn't already know how much this was written by a man, we know with the fact that she chose a fucking rock. Like, as if this man is writing, he has his feather pen, and he's like, okay. And then this woman who's so beautiful and so hot gets murdered. And she takes on the form of, a cloud? No. The moon? No. A rock?
A tree? a rock?
A rock?
Yeah. Because women, rocks, same.
Same. Listen, one I want to fuck, one I don't want to fuck. Actually, I'd fuck them both. If the rock had a nice hole.
If it was a smooth rock.
If it was a smooth rock after a storm and it was wet.
Oh my God.
I hate it. Okay.
Yeah, so this fucking folklore is just all over the place. Like, I just, it's okay. So she's in Iraq.
Okay, so she's a rock.
Rock lobster. Sorry, I just screamed into the microphone.
Everybody had matching towels.
Oh my God. Okay. I can't even go on because it's just, I'm going to say, so she's a rock.
So she's a rock. So she's in her rock form.
But the cool thing is that
the underside of the rock.
It's like it's just every time somebody gets near it, the rock continually releases poisonous gas and it kills everything that touches it, apparently, according to legend.
Yeah, the folklore, yeah.
Which, if you're gonna be a rock, that's a fucking bad bitch rock, okay?
Oh my God. Listen, you could be a gas rock or a not gas rock. What do you choose? Maybe that's why she was like, bacon, I smell bacon. And she had to like go around and find the rock that would let her fart poisonous gas into the world.
The most porous rock.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a volcanic rock. I mean, this is, if you're going to be a rock, you want to be one that kills anybody who touches it. So good for her.
Yeah, you want to still do your fucking demon shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to do my demon shit. And then she was Killer Rock.
She's
yeah.
She's killer. She's a killer rock. And it's just over the centuries, the rock gained notoriety because everybody's like, bitch, that's the rock. And not the rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but like the rock that that the demon was in.
Right. Yeah.
So she's just like chilling in this rock, and everybody's like, we can't touch the rock. We can't like go near it because you'll A, die from it, and B, like we don't want to disturb the demon that's in it. So they roped it off, and it's like this legend continued around it, like the Blarney Stone, kind of, you know?
Yeah, they roped it off like with a VIP rope, and and she couldn't have access because then she was VIP the Rock.
Yeah, and so it's sitting there for centuries, and eventually, like people were like lining up, or they were like, it was like Sword in the Stone, but like people were like, we're gonna defeat the Rock.
It was like Sword in the Stone, but it was Lady in the Rock.
Yeah. Like instead of Lady in the Water, it's Lady in the Rock. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So apparently at some point, there was a Buddhist monk who came along who was said to have exorcised the now repentant fox spirit. She's like, I'm tired of being in this fucking rock. Get me the fuck out of here, and I don't give a shit what happens to me after.
That doesn't sound very repentant. Also, I feel like the Buddhist took credit for her repentance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like, she repented.
Yeah.
And I set her free, and it's like, she didn't.
Are you sure? Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Well, maybe. He had a Buddhist memorial service after he did it, which allowed the spirit to finally rest in peace. So maybe.
Maybe. But I also love how before the internet, people just claim things. Like most of history is just people claiming things.
Of course.
We have a lot of like no proof for it.
Yeah. No. Who's to say?
Who's to say? He claimed it. I don't think it happened. Once a rock, always a rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking rocks are stubborn.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. This rock sat here, and then in 1957, the rock was registered as a local landmark. Mm-hmm. It's like referred to in Japanese culture a ton. It's in a play, a novel, an anime film, in poetry. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it's very ubiquitous in Japanese culture. Like everybody knows what you're talking about when you refer to the Killing Stone.
Yeah. It's a big tourist, it's a destination for tourism.
Yeah. It's like you hike up this like area and there's like a whole kind of field of stones, like, cause it's like a volcanic area. And so the stone is like one of the attractions.
Yeah. I'm trying. I don't think we have anything in the U.S. that would, like unless it's maybe in like indigenous culture where stories have been carried, through hundreds and hundreds of years. But, I'm trying to think if there's anything like this in the U.S. I don't think there is.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, so it was registered as this landmark in 1957, and it's like this famous place in Japanese culture.
Yeah.
And people like go on hikes to it and visit this tourist area of Mount Nasu, where it's located. And so recently, which was I think earlier this month,
March 5th.
March 5th, some tourists were hiking up there and noticed that the fucking rock was split in half. Like almost perfectly in half.
Yeah, not like split where there's like a crack in the middle. Like fucking like one side split off. Like it's two pieces now.
Yeah, yeah. And one piece is here and one piece is here. It's like totally busted apart.
It's busted. It looks like, okay, this is what I was thinking, and it was funny to me, but like it looks like one half like blasted off, like the demon like overslept an alarm or something, and like, you know, when you kick off a duvet or something and it just goes like flying across the room. It was like that. Like it's like she's like, I am out of here. Like I am done in this rock.
Yeah, she was done. She was done in this rock. I'm out of here. So this rock is like cracked open, and a Twitter user at Lily0727K tweeted out a picture of it and tweeted, quote, "I feel like I have seen something that shouldn't be seen." Ooh.
Dude, their whole tweet is kind of like, you know, it's translated from Japanese. And it's like very, so I don't know how like good the translation is, but it feels very cryptic because it ends with that. And it's like, you know,
it's
like
very ominous.
It's very ominous. And like, it kind of communicates the like power of being in that place and seeing something that everybody's been talking about for literally centuries.
Yeah, and is like deeply embedded in the culture of this country. Yeah.
And they're like, this is fucked up. And you're like, oh.
So since then, like the Japanese social media has been freaking out about this. Like it's very fucked up. If you're like Japanese and this happens, it's like, I don't know, like what I can liken it to here. It's like if I don't know, fucking George Washington just fell off the fucking Mount Rushmore or something, you know? Like,
yeah, but we would have to first believe that his soul was in there.
Right,
like, This is what I'm saying. Like, we don't have an equivalent in the U.S.
Yeah.
You know? Like, there's nothing in the U.S. that we've been... And I think that's because, you know, we didn't exist in the U.S. as we do now.
We're a young nation. Yeah,
we're a young nation at a time where like people were coming up with these myths and these stories and like associating them to things. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
Like, but that's what's fascinating about cultures that have been around for
millennia. Yeah,
millennia.
Yeah,
so cool.
It's pretty wild. Yeah. So this is like freaking everybody out in Japan.
Yeah,
and of course, a fucking earthquake, like a 7 point something earthquake just happened the other day. Yeah. Off the coast of fucking, where the 2011 earthquake was.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know where you're talking about. I mean, I don't remember the name, but was there a tsunami then? Did it?
There was a, there was a tsunami warning.
Yeah.
Fukushima.
Oh, yes.
And like there was a warning, and 7.3 earthquake hit near Fukushima. A tsunami alert was issued. I think it like fucked some shit up. I think 4 people died.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's not good.
Yeah. Related.
This
I don't know.
Coincidence, but still not great if you're in Japan and this like shit is just like happening, and it's very scary.
It's scary, yeah. I mean, you have to believe in those things. Otherwise, it's just this is the random chaos of the world.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I think, mythology or not, geologists and local experts have agreed that there's just been a crack in the rock for years. Like it had already had kind of like a hairline fracture in it, and just over the years, due to weather and the elements and stuff, like the rock structure weakened, and obviously it can.
Yeah, this happens all the time in nature, with rocks. Like, and this is in a very cold area too in Japan, where the water will freeze, and then during the day it will expand. It'll melt and expand. Yeah. So that stresses the rock, and it will just suddenly break apart. Yeah. So that's what happened here.
Well, if it freezes and it expands.
Yeah, it freezes. Yeah. The water gets in, freezes inside the rock, and then expands as it melts. Yeah. And it just it wears away over time. Yes. And then it finally one day will just break apart. So that's what happened here.
Yeah. It's just testing the limits of these rocks, man. Or maybe it was her crowbarring her way out from the inside.
Or both,
Or both. Maybe nature ran its course and she was summoning the power. To get out, and now she's in a human. This is a thing we need to know who's been to the rock. We need to know everybody. Have they been possessed? Are they a hot lady? I don't know.
We'll just keep an eye out for the rise of the next supreme.
Yeah, we need. Is anyone making any emperors ill and trying to control an army of thousands? And look out for her.
And if that day happens, I will join that cult. I'm on board. If she can defeat Putin, let's say,
then everybody get behind her. Yeah, even if she's just let's put all the men on Trash Island, I'll be like, okay. Where do I enlist? No.
Where have you been all my life? Absolutely.
Okay, one of my favorite things about this is that there's talk from the Landmark Society or whatever, all the people that are the rock protectors and stuff. There's talk about quote unquote restoring the rock to its original form, but it's you can't put the genie back in the bottle, can you? How are you gonna? What are you gonna just super glue?
Why would you do that at that point?
Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Unless you could get her soul back into there. But then we're talking Ghostbuster specifics. We have to go suck her out of whatever found object she's in now, and then put her back in the rock and then glue it before she escapes again. What? I don't understand how that would work. So
yeah, it's just and it's a rock. It's a natural formation, and it's not something that you can really put back together. You would have to use cement, and it's just not hot.
It's not. It looks weird. It doesn't never looks right unless they use that Japanese art form of restoring things with gold. Then I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But just let her live in the fucking mesa she lives in now, or the fucking boulder, or I don't know.
I hope she is out here doing great. I don't know, man. If she's making a man's life hell, then so be it.
Then we stand.
I don't know.
It's so silly.
Or she's just you know what? I see the way everything is shit these days. I'm okay. I'm not gonna
I'm good.
Everything's already chaotic. It's fine. I don't need to.
She's I don't need to fuck with this. She's Tinder. I don't think so.
She's trying to rise to the level of chaos, and she's there's nothing. I got nothing. You guys are. I'm good.
Yeah.
Y'all are doing great without me. So
yeah. Pretty sure you're all gonna destroy yourselves. So
I'm gonna go to Ibiza for a while.
Oh my goodness!
Hang out. So yeah. I've been in Iraq for thousands of years, so I need to stretch out on the beach. And I hope she is. Hope she's living her best life.
I hope so. Maybe she's a fox now. Also, maybe a fox was passing by and she's I'll take my original form, sans 8 tails.
Yeah.
But also, I forgot to make my Foxy lady joke earlier.
What is it?
Nothing. I was just going to sing the song. It's not even a joke. I don't
Here
think
I come, baby. I'm coming to get you.
Ooh, Foxy lady. You know what? It's
Foxy.
Well, we did it.
We did it.
Okay, we can end this episode now.
All right. Well, good to go. Thank you so much for listening.
You know what I want to say? Okay, we already asked for people like if they've returned stuff. Also, listen, what if we did an advice episode? Because like you had that thing about your friend's friend and like, you know, common just like
social situations and social norms and best practices. And like, I would love if we had people write into us and asked us questions about situations they're in. Obviously nothing too serious or anything like that. I mean, it could be, but we might not give you a serious answer. Yeah. Do you need some advice about like, you know, some friend stuff or like relationship stuff or, you know, family drama or social interaction, like how to feel, I don't know, more at ease in a work environment. I don't know.
Oh my God, love dating advice, love advice, cooking tips, anything that's. I mean, we have opinions, so that's all.
We've been on this earth for much longer than you think, so maybe I'm the nine-tailed fox bitch.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not. I don't think I am.
Well, you never know. Shoot us if you need anything, you know? Need advice on something. I'd love to give advice. I would love to.
I just
have
give
opinions.
It anyway. Yeah. I have opinions and I give advice even when people don't ask for it. So
unsolicited.
So I'm working on that, but
so we're soliciting it now.
I'm soliciting it so I can fill the need here and stop doing it to all the people in my life that I love that I'm driving away by giving them advice they don't want.
Yes. This is for therapy. So help a bitch out.
Help a bitch out. Help two bitches out.
All right. Well, I showed you my IUDs.
Wow. Oh my God. Do you want to see mine? I'm just kidding.
I was like, oh, is your cervix still open?
I was just going to gaper you with my vagina.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, no.
Just like with your little like phone flashlight.
Oh my God.
I drank an entire Mai Tai. I am good to go.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to this.
I'm going to Uber to your house and show it to you.
Cool. Love it. Great.
You have your ring light?
Yeah.
We'll turn it on full blast and see what happens.
I also have a floodlight in my front yard, so when you walk up, it's ready for you.
We'll do it out there because COVID.
Yeah.
We're still in a pandemic.
Still in this fucking panini. Still in this fucking parachute.
Oh my God.
Still
in this fucking pot de beret.
Still in this fucking parallelogram.
Still in this fucking Pirates Cove.
Still in this fucking pièce de résistance. I don't know.
Still in this fucking penal code.
Oh God. We're done.
Okay, we're done. Yeah, we gotta
go. Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast everywhere. Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com.
Definitely check out our Patreon, patreon.com/DTFU Podcast. We have so much content. We just did our Q&A. We just did our commentary episode for the month, which I posted like seconds after we did it.
Oh, dear.
It was sloppy, first of all, I feel like.
Who cares?
No, in a fun way.
It's behind a paywall, and it is glorious.
We are so much more free there. No, I just I remembered that I hadn't showered and I had been on a run and was very gross, and I just could smell everything the whole time. Like I was very stinky. And anyway, you can't smell it because it's.
You can see the stank waves coming off of you, though.
You can see the stank waves. Yeah, they're like, it's like you know when there's a mirage and it's all like glistening, it's
shimmery,
like
yeah.
And waves, like heat waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I posted it and then I was like, oops, I didn't put like our intro or anything. And then I was like, well, I think people know it's us. It's the Baywall.
That's all to say.
Yeah.
Check that out. We have we have a really fun whatchamacallit?
Discord.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, did I mention I drank an entire Mai Tai?
Oh my God. Erin is a rock now.
I am about to turn back into my rock form, so I gotta go.
Oh, we're losing her tail by tail.
Yep.
As she turns into
stiffening up
the Rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's about drive. It's about power. Isn't that the thing?
What can I say except you're welcome? I don't know. Okay, all right, really.
Oh my God. All right, we're done.
Listen here.
Yeah.
Stay excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Rock lobster.
Down.
Fucking unhinged.